back to the game. Bottom half of the 5th inning after the top of the 5th. Had a run scored by Jersey Shore after getting a couple of hits. Strung together, especially a 2-out base knock that kind of ignited the offense for Jersey Shore. And now Mitch Newborn still back out for Jersey Shore on the bump. 9-1-2 set to bat. Marcus Brown, Philip Glasser, and Robert Hassel III, the three guaranteed to come up this inning. First pitch from Newborn is chopped out into shallow left field. Will dunk in for a hit. It gets past Royce Quintana. It's going to be an easy stand-up double, I should say, for Marcus Brown. As initially off the bat, Hendry Mendez didn't see it all the way, thought he was going to be able to make the catch. So now a runner at second base, another leadoff base runner on we've seen for the Blue Rocks, but hopefully this is the inning where they strike.
Yeah, so this will be a single for Brown, and then he goes to second on the error from Mendez and left. Obviously misplayed that ball, ran straight through it pretty much. But now with Philip Glasser up, this is the opportunity that Justin was talking about for the Blue Rocks to get on the board.
Glasser has reached both times in this ballgame he's come up to the dish. Had that double down left field line in his first plate appearance, had the walk in his last time up back in the 3rd. But now you have Marcus Brown over at second. Mitch Newborn looking back to him. The 1-0 pitch, breaking ball, finds the zone, evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Glasser's batting average now .304. Again, has a couple of long balls this year. 31 RBIs. Would love to get number 32 here in some capacity and score Brown to tie the game. As a 1-1 pitch, laid off it before a ball. Again, only saw 4 pitches in his second at-bat of the game back in the 3rd. But did fight off a lot of pitches in the first at-bat, a couple foul, and then one just roped down that third base side. 2-1 pitch from Newborn. Foul back off the netting. A little bit late on the swing. Now a lot of 2s on the board with 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runner at second being Marcus Brown.
So far, Philip Glasser second place on the Blue Rocks in RBIs this year, trailing only TJ White. 31 RBIs for Glasser. White has 36.
2-2 pitch. Newborn to Glasser is fouled off the netting down the third base side. So again, a little bit late on the contact. Would love to place one down the line if he can. With his speed, can get back over to second. The Blue Rocks have had the leadoff hitter get on for the first 5 innings, but no runs on the board. 2-2 pitch to Glasser off the end of the bat. Maiden Miller's not there to make the play, and we'll see if they do send Brown. They don't. So smartly, Mendez tracks the ball down in left field, so the soft base hit for Glasser. He gets on for the 3rd time tonight, and there's runners on the corners, nobody out, and it's Robert Hassel III.
A little squibber on the left side of the infield that gets through for Glasser. He's on for the 3rd straight time. Who's shocked there, Justin? I'm certainly not shocked. He has just been a machine all season long for Wilmington, and now Robert Hassel, down here on a rehab assignment, has a chance to make a statement in this game, in his 2nd game with Wilmington.
Hassel has had a couple of soft contact outs, had that liner over to Trent Farquhar back in the 1st, then he had that, I should say, weak fly out really to Mendez in left when there was a runner on. His first pitch he sees, a breaking ball, misses upstairs out of the hand of Newborn. Newborn in this game, 65 pitches up to this point. A 1-0 pitch from Newborn is grounded over to second. Flipped over to second for 1. They throw to first in time for the double play, but the run does score. So the double play still gets the run across. So it's 1-1. Mr. Scheller finally getting a chance to come out, and it's now tied here in Delaware.
Much to the delight of the Blue Rocks fans. Good job there by Marcus Brown coming in to score at 4-6-3 on the double play. No RBI for Hassel, but he does get the job done, and the Blue Rocks have tied it.
Murphy Staley steps in. First pitch misses upstairs over top of his helmet almost. It was tracked down by Disson behind the dish. So again, after a while, both teams couldn't get on the board, and now they both get at least one here in the 5th. As the Blue Rocks would love to add on another, possibly a 2-out rally after the 4-6-3 double play. 1-0 pitch, Staley swings right through it. Evens the count at 1-1. Staley batting .218 this year with the Blue Rocks, 2 home runs, 16 RBI, 16 runs scored. One pitch, grounded over to Aidan Miller at short, backhanded, throw over to first on a hop, gets by. Luckily covering is Jordan Disson behind first base bag, so we'll get another base runner for the Blue Rocks. Murphy Staley with a 2-out error, I should say, from Aidan Miller.
Yeah, not a good throw, simply, from Aidan Miller. Keaton Anthony struggling to pick that at first base, and that wouldn't really be his fault there. Murphy Staley gets rewarded, and the Blue Rocks trying to capitalize here with 2 out. Obviously, any run that crosses the plate from this point in this inning would be unearned.
Breaking ball, hit on a line down the right field line. If it's fair, it's gone, and it's gone! Off the bat of Jared McKenzie, a 2-run shot. And it's 3-1, a 2-out rally indeed for the Blue Rocks here in the 5th. And now they're up by 2.
A majestic home run for Jared McKenzie down the right field line. That's his 5th between the Florida Complex League, A-Ball, and Wilmington. Mr. Celery comes out again and says hello to the fans. 3 runs on the board for Wilmington, 2 of them unearned now on Noonborn. And if Miller had come up with a cleaner throw there on the ground ball from Staley, this game would still be tied.
So now TJ White gets a chance here in the 5th. After the first pitch, fastball misses out of the hand of Noonborn as he left a pitch really middle for McKenzie to drive, and he took all advantage of it. Depositing that one into right field. See if TJ White can add on to the damage. The 1-0 pitch fouled off left side. But again, the Blue Rocks almost looked like they were only going to get that 1 run, and you touched on it really. If Miller has a better throw over to first, that would have came possibly in the 6th inning, where don't know what the BlueClaws are going to do in their next time up. 1-1 pitch to White, misses low. Count now 2-1 to TJ White, who he's 2 for 2 tonight. 1 hit to right, and the other hit was technically into left off the play that Miller didn't make in shallow left. The 2-1 pitch just nubbed foul near the Blue Rock dugout. Now 2-2 to TJ White.
And with activity going on in the bullpen for Wilmington, you can't help but wonder if that's the end of the line for Susana. But if it is, 9 strikeouts over 5 innings. He's thrown 81 pitches and is now the winning pitcher if this score holds.
2-2 pitch. Chopped down the first base side, foul off the bat of TJ White. Leads the team in home runs with 9. Had a monster home run on his birthday. That was a huge one in the 8th inning that kind of strung things together against Hudson Valley in that series, where they kind of, again, need wins as much as they can, try to fight for that second half playoff spot. But ever since really that end of July, he has been thriving in this bottom part of the lineup. 2-2 pitch, Noonborn. Hit on a line out into right field. Going back is Vyers, and this one's also gone. TJ White is 10th of the year. Mitch Noonborn has completely lost control of this ballgame. It's now 4-1 after the TJ White nuke to right field.
Back-to-back jacks for the Blue Rocks. TJ White with a moonshot over the shamrock in right field. And we were talking pregame, Justin. We thought TJ White was a good matchup in tonight's game. His 10th of the season, and he's now 3 for 3. He has just turned his season around, and he is firing on all cylinders.
So again, the 2-run homer was unearned, obviously due to the error, but that was an earned run. Error credited against Mitch Noonborn after the home run from TJ White. Now Naranjo steps up, who's 0 for 2. He has a couple flyouts, 1 to shallow center and then 1 into right. So again, the last 2 lefties have turned on a pitch they've liked and driven it, for no doubters, I should say, into right field. As that time, Vyers didn't even take a couple of steps back. He already knew it was gone. 1-1 pitch from Noonborn. Hit off the end of the bat. Into shallow left field. Is it playable for Mendez? It is not. His hat flies off. It's going to be another hit off Mitch Noonborn. This time a single for Joe Naranjo. First time he's going to reach base, and now sets up Max Romero Jr., who also has plenty of pop on his bat.
So this inning just continues to be a downward spiral for Jersey Shore. After the error, home run, single. The Blue Rocks will take all of this, but for Mitch Noonborn, it's just some tough luck here. Romero obviously up now, and he has the chance to deposit one over the fence as well. So
Romero with 8 home runs on the season, second on the team. Obviously in a bound visit, Disson talking things over with Noonborn. As again, you touched on it, really that error is going to come back kind of to haunt right now. Again, at this point, obviously we know Jersey Shore has plenty of times to score again, but 2 home runs, 2 long home runs to right field, and then you have that single that just drops for Naranjo in this inning, as we've now seen 5 of the 8 hits for the Blue Rocks have come in this inning. Obviously, we saw an error in this inning as well, so you've had 6 base runners, and that's not counting that double play ball that really kind of saves the Blue Claws in this situation. If there was only 1 out or 0 outs, I don't think Noonborn would be out here for another batter.
yeah, so the double play ball, you mentioned it, proving costly. A lot of the balls put in play in this inning off the Blue Rock bats have been hit hard, and the Blue Rocks just have to keep capitalizing on opportunities like these to broaden the lead even more.
So now the 8th batter of this inning is Max Romero Jr. He watches the first pitch for a ball after the short meeting between Noonborn and Disson. Going to first base is Naranjo after his base hit to left. It's 1-0 pitch, spiked into the dirt, kept in front of by Disson to keep Naranjo over at first. Didn't think he was going to test the arm there of Disson. Count now 2-0. Here for Max Romero Jr. Did have a pop-up to Aiden Miller and a ground ball over to Keaton Anthony, who took it there himself the last time Romero was up. 2-0 pitch, grounded off the glove over of Keaton Anthony, though will get the play over at second, over to first. Covering was Aiden Miller to make the play, so an easy, should say, final out, but the inning, plenty of damage was done. 4 runs to be exact off 2 home runs. Jared McKenzie, a 2-run shot over to right, and then TJ White, the exclamation point, to say the least. 4 runs pour in. We'll see if the Blue Claws have any answer the top half of the 6th inning after this. RoamRadio.com, Channel 2, and MILB.TV.